5:53 our time. Welcome to downtown Chicago and McCormick Place, home of the Chicago Auto Show. We've just arrived. We're getting all set to go here this morning, and there is going to be oh so much to see. I'll be honest, the little kid in me is going to come out. Look at all those cars over there. That's just one wing of what they've got to offer here for the very latest and greatest when it comes to automobiles and so much more. All right, let's hop off to our forecast details here. Well, welcome to Chicago and welcome to the 2023 Chicago Auto Show. It's in McCormick Place. It'll open up for business on Saturday to the public. It runs February 11th through February 20th, and there is so much to check out. We're going to take you over there in just a moment. We literally just walked in the door, Marta, and it's quite the exercise in knowing your roadways, knowing downtown Chicago to mastermind how you're supposed to get in here. There's specific doors you got to use. There's specific security guards you got to talk with. So just to give you an idea of what we've gone through so far, we've got the extra camera set up here to give you an idea of how massive this place is. We've gone up 3 different sets of stairs, just like the one that Erik's peering down at right now. And if you look all the way down to that window, we're parked about then 2 city blocks a little further from that. So,
well, that's why it took so long for you to get there.
Is it time for us to take a break yet? I feel like it took us as long to get in here as it did just to drive here this morning because we didn't really hit a lot of traffic, though we did have a lot of rain. All right, stay right here. Coming up, we will venture into that awesome car show here, Chicago Auto Show, McCormick Place, and we'll have much more coming up in just a few minutes. Did we get the security clearance?
I'm just glad it's inside for your sake.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I hope so.
Aaron Wilson is in downtown Chicago at the Chicago Auto Show. There's a lot to see, Aaron.
There is so much to see, and this is just going to be a tip of the iceberg here this morning. This show will open to the public on Saturday, February 11th. It goes until the 20th, and right now we're in a sea of Broncos, one of the hottest sellers for Ford, and they've even got a track over there where they're going to be doing some driving and some maneuvering here right on the floor of McCormick Place. Again, there's just so much to check out here, and this is just a tip of it. Let's go ahead and look at our forecast details. So on a day like today, you need the 4x4, and with all the rain we're getting too, heck, you might even need the kayak over on top of the Everglades Bronco. We'll have much more in the forecast details here from the Chicago Auto Show in just a few minutes. Marta, back to you.
All right, thanks, Aaron.
Just taking a walk through here of some of the test runs that they'll have play out at the Chicago Auto Show. Welcome in to downtown Chicago, McCormick Place. This is the Bronco side of things here at the Ford display. And then right over here, they've got the F-150. So cool to get a behind the track look this morning. This happens to be smack dab in the middle of this entire facility where all the other cars are surrounding it here. We'll get a chance to show you everything from BMW, Subaru, any car you can possibly think of, truck, SUV, it's all right here. And I don't know that we'll get a chance to see some of the concept vehicles, but we'll certainly try our hardest. Let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast. And we're live this morning in Chicago, McCormick Place. It's the Chicago Auto Show. It opens to the public coming up Saturday and runs through February 20th. And right now we're on one of those obstacle course, the test driving area. This is for the Ford Bronco, and a lot to navigate here as we stand and all the action that will play out here right in the middle of the ginormous showroom that is McCormick Place here heading into the weekend. Tell you what, Marta, coming up, it looks fun over there, doesn't it? The outdoors. Look at what Subaru has done in their commitment to the National Park Foundation. Mm-hmm. We'll go over there and explore the forestry coming up in just a bit. And Erik, look at that TV setup they've got there at Subaru.
That's fancy.
Uh-huh.
I'm jealous.
Yeah, there's a few things we could put to use over there, I think. We'll send it back to you in the studio, Marta.
All right, the indoor outdoors, though, because we've got the rain outside. Thank you, Aaron.
Hey, good morning, Marta. We happen to make our way into the Subaru area as promised, and it's a complete forest here. Wow, they have spared no expenses on the experience they want to give you here at the Chicago Auto Show. Coming up after the break, though, we do need to talk seriously about our forecast. A lot of rain coming down. It is going to slow things down for the morning commute. latest Max Storm Tracker radar coming up, and we'll talk too about winter weather advisories that are now posted off to our west. Your forecast live from the Chicago Auto Show is coming your way next. Look at that tent. Well, 6:13 our time. Welcome back to Chicago, McCormick Place. This is the Chicago Auto Show, a preview for you here on 23 News this morning. Yes, we've got a lot of rain to talk about, but can't wait to show you the Subaru display here. By the way, their commitment to pets and the outdoors is just incredible. This is the Subaru Loves Pets area here. Wow. They have gone above and beyond. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast details. It'll open to the public on Saturday. We've been in the Subaru area for right now. Again, their commitment to our national parks, they are really showcasing that here. And they have got a spread of property at the McCormick Center for their display. Later on today, I do think they kick off the show this morning for the media, as they'll be showing off some of the new line of Subaru vehicles they're going to have. But they, again, have spared no expenses. Come along with us, Marta, folks at home. I mean, you can go all the way up to the top here to the park ranger's office and get a bird's eye view of what's playing out here at this Chicago Auto Show. A real perch here that gives you an idea of just how huge this thing is. But that's the main stage up there for the Subaru vehicles they'll be showing off later on this morning. And then you can see more of the test driving tracks that they've got set up here inside the McCormick Center. This place is massive, and we won't get to show you all of it, but we'll certainly try our best here during 23 News this morning and today on the 23 Morning Blend. Live from the Chicago Auto Show, we'll send it back to you.
Yeah, there's quite a lot to see. Thank you, Aaron.
Well, welcome back to the Chicago Auto Show here in McCormick Place, downtown Chicago. We made it over the Nissan area now. Look at that Z there. Oh my, looking good. Hey, speaking of looking good, before I get into the forecast, Joe's over here from Cosmetic Car Care, and you wouldn't believe the behind the scenes that goes into this operation. I just talked to him a second ago. I said, "What, you with Nissan?" He says, "No, our job is to make these vehicles look perfect." And there are hundreds of hands around here right now sparkling up all of these cars for this incredible show. Just incredible here to take a look at what is packed into one location. All right, we've got a forecast today that is wet. Again, back here at the Chicago Auto Show inside McCormick Place, opens to the public coming up on Saturday and runs through February 20th. And there's a lot to take in here. It really is an experience. Each and every year they seem to push the envelope with not just how many cars they can get in here, but just the style of the vehicle too, and all the different test tracks that they've got actually inside the building that you can watch go on as well. But it's the newest and greatest in the automotive industry, and it is the nation's largest auto show, and it's right here in Chicago. And a lot of folks from the Rockford area like to drive over, spend a day at it, and it is well worth it. Well worth the price of admission to check out everything they've got going on here. All right, we'll show much more off coming up, not just the rest of this morning, Marta, but also on the 23 Morning Blend, 9 to 10 this morning for you. So stay right here. I feel like we're just getting warmed up at the Chicago Auto Show. I have to tell you this. There are two entire buildings that are as large as the one you see right here. Mm-hmm. We're in one of those buildings.
Yeah.
There's a whole nother area of a sea of vehicles like you're seeing here. It is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, mine.
All right, we'll send it back to you. Oh, I know where we're going next. Stellantis. We're going to check out the Jeeps, Chryslers, all kinds of great vehicles over there right here at the show. Back to you.
All right, we'll catch up with you soon. Thank you, Aaron.
Good morning, Marta. The all-electric airflow concept here at the Chrysler Stellantis area. Sharp-looking vehicle, and this is just a smidgen of what you can see here at the Chicago Auto Show in McCormick Place. Again, show opens to the public on Saturday, goes through February 20th. Let's take a look at our forecast details here. We'll get much more on the forecast details live here from the Chicago Auto Show in just a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Aaron.
Back in Chicago with a preview of the 2023 Chicago Auto Show here at McCormick Place. Good morning. You're looking at the Hornet here as we're at the Chrysler Stellantis area, and this one getting a huge display here. And speaking of huge, Stellantis has a ginormous section here at the Chicago Auto Show. The Rams, the Jeeps, all of the different vehicles they've got to show off here. Well, look at this Dodge Charger Daytona SRT concept. Wow. This looks sharp. Really does. All right, let's hop off to our forecast details here. Is all of the different test tracks that they've got right in-house here that you get a chance to take a look at. We showed you Subaru, we had a chance to show you Ford, Toyota's got a huge one, and then here we are with Jeep. I mean, if you didn't think these things could get any larger and really push the barriers of indoor test driving, they have certainly got that going on in a big way here. All right, we're going to get much more coming up in just a few minutes. With luck, Marta, we're going to try to head all the way over to the other building. Yeah, this is just one part of this ginormous show as they're putting the finishing touches on everything for Media Day today. We're getting a real bird's eye view and a sneak peek here. Opens to the public on Saturday and runs through February 20th. You can check it all out online. But there's those finishing touches.
All right, get going.
Send it back to you.
Hightail it over there. Thank you, Aaron. With Aaron Wilson and see if he made it to that other building. Ooh, we got smart cars.
No.
Oh.
No, we didn't.
Got
the
distracted.
iRoad here from Toyota caught our attention. And then the LQ, because again, there's all the concept vehicles they've got here. And then right over the way, boy, they just take you back and give you some of those retro looks too. Look at this, the Toyota Land Cruiser here. Wow. And then they've got the race cars. This place goes on and on. It is the Chicago Auto Show. Coming up after the break, we will take a look at a very wet forecast. That Max Storm Tracker radar working hard. Stay with us. We're live from Chicago right after this. Woo! We made it to the other side. 6:43. Live here, Chicago Auto Show at McCormick Place, downtown Chicago. Look at all of these cars. Again, this show is just huge. Opens to the public coming up this Saturday. It goes through February 20th, and there is so much to take in. The Hyundai section, Honda back over the way, seeing Kia tucked in back over there too. I got my eyes over here in Chevrolet land though. The Corvettes. We'll have to go check out the Corvettes. Oh, they got the engines out and everything. All right, let's take a look at our forecast details. And I'm distracted because I'm in the Corvette area here with Chevrolet. Look at these. Oh my goodness. You talk about a kid in a candy store. They're so shiny, all set to go. Look at all the different color schemes to choose from too. Again, we're live here at the Chicago Auto Show at McCormick Place. So much to check out here, there really is. And if you want to just spend a day downtown Chicago looking at all the different vehicles, different concepts, this is going to be the place for you. They have gone above and beyond with these displays. And again, put your walking shoes on. We did this morning, and it's just going to be a smidge of what we get an opportunity to show you here at this incredible show, the largest in the nation, the Chicago Auto Show at McCormick Place. All right, Marta, we'll send it back to you in the studio. Do I have to go anywhere else? Can I just stay here and look at this?
Yeah, catch your breath. That's okay. I will also enjoy looking at that some more.
I'm past the breath phase. I just want to be sitting right in there and just fire it up once.
I wouldn't trust myself to do that. All right, Aaron, thank you.
6:53, welcome back to Chicago. It's the Chicago Auto Show here, McCormick Place. We've made it into the Lexus area. We also have got a camera over in Honda. There's actually a Jet that they've put right smack dab in the middle of the Honda display. So yeah, there is so much to check out here at the Chicago Auto Show. A lot to check out in our weather forecast too, so let's get right to it. Live look at the Rockford Siding and Windows River Cam. Again, we've had you here at the Chicago Auto Show, just a preview of what's to come as it'll open to the public on Saturday. But incredible how many vehicles they can stack into this McCormick Place. Acura over there, along with Honda. Again, mention that Honda actually has a plane in the middle of their display. Hyundai over here, they've got another one of those driving courses. A lot of the automakers have these driving courses set up right here inside the building, Marta. It's just amazing to see that. Now, on this side, we notice no elevation. And it seems like the ongoing theme on this side anyway is kind of that sleek, more, I guess, futuristic looking vehicles. Back on the other side though, where we started, really getting into the outdoors, embracing being outdoors. I mean, we saw a lot of those vehicles that are outfitted now with ways that they can carry bicycles, different types of skis, snowboards, anything you can think of to be outside. They've got it all lined up on the other side. It's incredible how they've embraced nature and being outdoors. Again, it's the 2023 Chicago Auto Show. It's right here at McCormick Place, downtown Chicago. All of the information is on their website. They do such a great job with that. They can show it to you, tell it better to you than I can. But yeah, if you are looking for a quick trip into the city here, this might be on your list starting Saturday, February 11th through the 20th. We'll send it back to you in the studio, my friend. We'll have much more coming up on the 23 Morning Blend here from downtown Chicago.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Aaron. Let's check in with Aaron Wilson. He's live this morning at the Chicago Auto Show, and there's lots to see today, Aaron.
In McCormick Place, we've got Mark with us. Good morning, Mark. How are you, sir?
Good, how are you?
You ready for this?
I am ready.
All right, we can't wait. We'll talk more with Mark in just a moment about this huge show. Right now, though, let's have a look at our forecast details. But here in Chicago, things heating up for the Chicago Auto Show. Mark has been so gracious to let us tour around, and right when you walk into McCormick Place, that huge globe there, it sets the stage for what is going to be an incredible weekend, an incredible next week, right, Mark?
Yeah, we like to say it's always 72 and sunny here in McCormick Place, so
That's true.
You know, if you want to get a break from the weather, you can come down here, but today's the calm before the storm. We've got about 1,500 media that will come through the show. Wow. They'll see world introductions, cars that have never been shown before, things like the Subaru Crosstrek, the Toyota Grand Highlander. We've got two vehicles coming from Stellantis, a Jeep and a Ram product. So very, very exciting day here at the Chicago Auto Show, but those vehicles will be here for the entire run of the show. So it's kind of cool for people that come to Chicago. They get to see these cars for the first time.
Having a chance to come here as a kid and then coming as an adult, it's really become a tradition for a lot of folks from the Rockford area to come over here, take an entire day, and make your way through the show. In fact, this morning alone, we've done over 10,000 steps, close to 3 miles walking around.
Yes.
How much do you have packed into the McCormick Place?
Yeah, we're so excited. We're back to 2 halls, so we're back in the north and the south hall, close to 1 million square feet, hundreds of cars on the show floor, as well as all sorts of very interesting and cool interactive things for people to do. But at the same time, we've got 7 indoor test tracks and 4 outdoor test drives. So it's not just cars on carpet. You come here and there's stuff for everyone to do.
Notice a theme of getting outdoors, enjoying the environment, and that's exactly what plays out here in this showroom.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of car makers have realized that people are doing more and more in their cars. So they're making cars have more features, but also be more capable. We're seeing brands that, a few years ago were strictly on-road cars now offer off-road vehicles, off-road ready vehicles, so people can go, on the trails. They can tow a trailer, all sorts of cool stuff.
And the accessories that go along with it.
Yes, all that stuff that goes with it. Yeah.
You bill yourself as the nation's largest auto show.
Yeah.
What does that mean to this region, to the Midwest?
Yeah, I mean, this show is huge. The amount of labor that we build, it takes 12 days to build this show. All that labor, that's resources coming to Chicago. But not only that, but all the car companies bring executives, they bring product specialists, hotel room nights, restaurants. It's a huge economic lift for the city of Chicago, and it's a very important way to kick off McCormick Place's year. We're really the first big show here, and then they roll into trade show after trade show after trade show. So it's a great way to show off this wonderful facility to the people of Chicago who don't normally get to see it.
For folks from our area who want to make the trek in, I'm sure they can check out your website.
Yeah.
It's very detailed. It has all of the events that are going to be going on, parking, price structure, getting your tickets online. Everything is well written and well laid out.
Yeah, everything's there at ChicagoAutoShow.com. Couple of tips for people from coming in. We do have parking lots here, indoor parking lots, but also there's all sorts of weekday discounts. So if you come during the week, it's cheaper to come to the show and parking is less expensive. So
touch on the experience again, though, to bring a family and come in here and see these larger-than-life concept vehicles. it really does stick with you for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
I'm a product of that.
Concept vehicles are very, very cool. We have a bunch here on the show floor, but we also have all sorts of interactive things to do. Toyota has an entire display of Paralympic events, so you can go actually compete in some events.
Wow.
Volkswagen has a thing where you drive a car virtually in their display, and it operates like a model car outside here in the entry area. So you're competing against other people on a virtual racetrack with real cars. It's very cool, and all sorts of things. Subaru, for example, has a display of the national parks. So every 15 minutes, the entire display transforms from one national park to the next to the next. Very, very cool thing to see.
And I suppose that's a question for another interview, another time, just how much live vegetation
Yes.
you've had brought in here by the landscapers.
Trees will bloom. There are trees that have no leaves on them. By the end of the show, they will bloom.
Pine trees, they've got it all here. So for folks who really want to put down the money and make their way over here, what can you get out of a show like this, Mark?
Yeah, it depends. It depends what you're looking for. Tons of family entertainment for sure. But if you're shopping, this is the only place where you get to see a lot of the cars because there's such an inventory shortage, you can't see them at the dealers. So if you go to the show here, you can actually shop for cars that you're looking for.
Excellent. Well, I tell you what we'll do. We're going to go ahead and send it back into the studio. Mark is a busy man, so while we've been conducting this interview, Erik's been so stealthy making his way around. I don't think a lot of them even know we're doing a television interview, so we'll let you get back to what you got to do, Mark.
Thank
you are
you.
very busy, and thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank
All right,
you.
Marta, we'll send it back to you. We're live here at the Chicago Auto Show, McCormick Place. Hopefully a lot of folks will get a chance to head on over here and check it all out. The nation's largest auto show. Back to you.
We're going to check right in with Aaron Wilson, who is live in downtown Chicago today for the Chicago Auto Show. Good morning, Aaron.
Hey, good morning, Marta. Dave Sloan with us here. He is co-general manager of the Chicago Auto Show. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
Thanks for coming. This is so exciting.
It is great to be here.
Yeah.
It really is. And Mark told us as we got done with our last interview, he said we're going to flip a switch and 1,500 people, media, will invade this place. That is no joke.
Yeah. So the opening breakfast was over, and now they're coming around, checking out some press conferences and so on. And boy, Subaru really does it right here, don't they?
Look over here.
You can adopt puppies over here.
No
Literally
way.
adopt puppies from an animal shelter at the show.
Wow.
And then all this vegetation, they are donating to the Chicago Park District after the show, so none of it's going to go to waste.
Yeah, their commitment to national parks is bar none.
Yeah.
It really shows in the display here. We'll chat with you more coming up in just a little bit, Dave. Right now, though, we do want to take a look at our forecast details. So back here again at the Chicago Auto Show inside McCormick Place. Dave Sloan with us here. He's the co-general manager. And Dave, walk with us and just paint the picture of how much opportunity folks have to see the very latest and greatest when it comes to the automobile industry.
There's a lot of great stuff going on here. We have 7 indoor test tracks and 4 outdoor test drives, so people can really experience the vehicles, not just look at them. And so here we have this Bronco test track. Ford does a great job. On the other side of the Bronco test track are 2 EVs that they can test ride, the Ford F-150 Lightning and the Mustang Mach-E. Both electric vehicles. So a lot of cool stuff here. And then beyond that, Toyota actually has a half-court basketball court in their display.
I saw that.
and then they have their own test track there too. So, and then the fan favorite Camp Jeep. Now this is really cool. Camp Jeep started at our show in 2005. It's been here 19 years, and they do events all over the country. They're about this weekend. Sometime they'll hit the 3 millionth rider in Camp Jeep, and the Chicago Auto Show has been responsible for about 568,000 of those. So we love Camp Jeep.
And there'll be so many different press conferences that will play out here over the next couple of days. And when we hear all the headlines that come out of this very show, this is where we kick off the year as far as automobiles and where the technology is going to go, the concept cars, the very latest in EV.
Yeah, well, we've staged ourselves a 100,000 square foot Chicago Drives electric track, 5 different brands on there, and it's all about getting customers to experience EVs for the first time. You know, people, they wonder what it's like, and 2 things they feel when they get in the vehicles: how quick they are, you know, how fast they are off the mark, and then, wow, this feels normal. You know, It feels like a regular car, and that's exactly the reaction that the automakers are looking for. They want people to understand that electric vehicles could work for them.
You've been in this business a number of years. How has it evolved and changed? Yes, I hear the EV, but just this show alone, what have you had to do to really grab hold of the consumers and grab hold of folks who come into the show?
It's funny, we've never lost focus that the consumer is the number one focus for the Chicago Auto Show. And like you said, the show has evolved the last 3 years through the pandemic. We didn't even miss a year during the pandemic, and we're very proud of that, figuring out ways to keep the show open. And we were in the summer one year, postponed but not canceled. We had a hybrid show, indoor-outdoor. So again, as I said, it's always been about the consumer.
And doing a fine job with that. Now, folks back over in Rockford, where we're from here at TV 23, really want them to come over and experience the show. I mean, I remember coming over as a youngster, and your eyes just light up. It's something that you never forget. Yeah,
it's fun to see people come into an auto show for the very first time, especially if they don't think of themselves as car people, and their reaction is, oh my goodness, I didn't think it would be like this. I didn't think it would be on this grand scale. I mean, look at this Subaru display. It's incredible. Look at those.
I was just going to say there, and they're telling me I got to wrap it up now. This is out of a movie set.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is.
Yeah. and believe me, this was bare floor a week ago.
Just incredible. Well, Dave, thank you so much. We really do appreciate you showing us around. We've got a whole lot coming up today on 23 News at Noon with that weather forecast. We'll get back over to Rockford, get you the very latest. But for now, live from the Chicago Auto Show here in McCormick Place, we're going to send it back to you in the studio, Marta.
All right. I want to see more of those puppies. Thank you, Aaron.